Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DK. We'll talk about it. Article a couple days ago, and I set it aside so that I could use it in my next video, which is right now. The article was from the 10th of February, which was 2 days ago, and it said that the demand for XRP drops while new altcoin steals the spotlight. Tips for 10,000% listing success. And when I saw it, I immediately felt that's just bait for those who don't have a clue and don't really know what they're getting into. And as I looked into it, I felt that way even more so because in reading the article, it says, with Ripple's legal battles creating market uncertainty with the XRP price, can you hear the uncertainty they're trying to create, the FUD? New opportunities are emerging, says, and who else but Anthony Pompliano via X. Analysts point to a pre-sale stage altcoin that could redefine trading accessibility. With some speculating it might deliver returns exceeding 10,000% after exchange listings. Number one, I don't trust Anthony Pompliano and what he has to say. I don't trust him. Number two, this is a way to lock up your funds in an investment that's going to make you idle unless you have a lot of funds to invest. But it's still to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt about XRP. Lock up your funds in something that will be locking your funds up so they won't be available to invest with what's really going to happen here, which is a bull market explosion, at least for XRP and XLM and XDC and HBAR and VChain and IOTA and Algo and so on and so forth. It says already raising $13.6 million. That might be a lot of money to a regular people like ourselves, but that's not a lot of money in the cryptocurrency market. That's not a lot of volume to be able to buy and sell from in a tight market. It goes on to create more FUD and says the XRP price decline tests Ripple's market dominance. Really? How much of a test is it? Well, if I go over here, well, I'll go there later. Let me finish this first. The XRP price has faced significant pressure, dropping 19% over the past week to $2.4 in the middle of a broader market moves and technical challenges. Ripple's ongoing legal uncertainties and a recent halt in block production on its blockchain have contributed to declining investor confidence. What investors? If you are a part of the XRP army, which has now become the XRP family, your confidence is nowhere near declining. So you can see that we are at a transition stage where they know things are coming and they want to try to discourage anyone from really benefiting from probably one of the primary performers in the coming market, along with the other ones that I just rattled off out of my mouth. And there are others, but primarily those. And when you take a look at the market dominance, you can see that XRP is sitting in the fourth spot. It's running neck and neck with Tether. And the next closest competitor at 99 is BNB. So it's just a bunch of hype, because if you look at some of the things that are really going on with XRP, your investor confidence would increase, not decline. What kind of things am I talking about? Well, things like this. The SEC could announce XRP ETF approval on February 13th. Today is February 12th. So that means tomorrow it could be announced. In this article here from crypto.news, I like that picture. I'm going to stall out. Maybe I'll use that as a thumbnail. It says the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, is expected to acknowledge Grayscale Investments' application to convert its XRP trust into a spot exchange traded fund as early as Thursday, February 13th. I mentioned Grayscale in the prior video about ETFs and how they want to convert some of their funds into ETFs. And here it says this expectation stems from the SEC's typical 15-day window to respond to a 19B4 filing as opposed to an S1 filing, which will expedite the matter for Grayscale. And they submitted one on January 30th. So if we're going to have a 15-day window, where does that put us? And it's according to Eleanor Terrett. Now, there's someone I do trust for information. Grayscale's initiative aims to transform its existing XRP trust, which currently manages approximately 16.1 million in assets, into an ETF listed on the New York Stock Exchange. That's opening up a whole new market, and that's just a trickle. That's just a trickle of what's coming and what could come for XRP. It says the move would allow investors to trade shares of the fund, providing exposure to XRP without the complexities of direct cryptocurrency ownership. And that's the reason XRP price is faltering now, is because the institutions like Grayscale and 21 Shares and so on and so forth, they have to accumulate it to be able to offer it as an exchange traded fund. They have to own it the same way with Bitcoin. And so that's really what's going on. So if you already own it, meaning XRP, keep owning it. It's only going to become more valuable. Not based on this line of thinking before that we were looking at. This article on the SEC went on to say the SEC's forthcoming decision could offer a significant insight into the agency's current stance on XRP, particularly given its historical legal disputes with Ripple, the company behind XRP. A federal court ruling previously determined that XRP is not a security when traded on secondary markets, and that's the markets we trade on, including the New York Stock Exchange. The primary market is basically IPO market. A decision may influence the SEC's approach to related financial products. It goes on to say that there is a high likelihood of approval. Polymarket bettors estimated an 81% probability the SEC will approve a spot XRP ETF this year. The outcome of Ripple's ongoing legal battle with the SEC remains a pivotal factor in this assessment. That's just a dead duck now, that SEC case. XRP's price has dropped nearly 30% from its January peak, entering a bear market as daily trading volume and futures open interest decline. There it is again. Entering a bear market. We are not in a bear market. No, we're in a market where this question needs to be answered. Is XRP set to soar? Ripple's legal drama might unleash a cryptocurrency upsurge. Now, that's more likely going to happen than a decline because XRP is the backbone. Ripple's technology is the backbone of a new monetary system, if not for the entire globe, at least for half or more of the globe. And some of the highlights on this are Ripple Labs' legal battle with the SEC is nearing a resolution, potentially impacting the future of XRP. Correct. A favorable verdict for Ripple might propel XRP's value to $10, fueled by increased investor confidence, not declining, increased. Correct. Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform is a breakthrough in cross-border transactions, enhancing cryptocurrency adoption. Correct. Check out my prior video. Market volatility and regulatory scrutiny pose ongoing challenges for Ripple and XRP. Sorry, incorrect. The lawsuit's outcome could transform regulatory perspectives on digital assets globally. Very correct. A Ripple victory may create a significant shift in the cryptocurrency sector and its regulatory environment. Absolutely yes. I've already gone long enough. I gave you the highlights. We're getting too much here because videos only are paid attention to for so long. And I'm probably about 8 or 9 minutes in, and that's about as much as we're going to get. But folks, if you own XRP, now's the worst time to be selling. Yeah, $10 perhaps, $5 perhaps, $15 perhaps, $33 perhaps, $27 perhaps. There's a lot of perhapses, but I'm going to tell you what is not a perhaps. We'll never see single, and double digits like pennies and 99 cents again. It's highly unlikely we'll see under $2 again. If it is, it's a flash drop. We're getting ready to take off, folks. So will the XCC have impact? Yeah, I think it will, as this article discusses here. And of course, I'll leave the links to these articles in the description if you want to read them more in depth than what I'm doing. But there's only so much I can do on a video because this is DK will talk about it. It's not necessarily DK will read about it. And so, but we'll read some of this, highlights on this one as well. It says, will the SEC make waves? An XRP decision, ETF decision looms. And as we've seen, it looms as soon as tomorrow. And it talks again about Grayscale's investment seeks to convert its XRP trust into a spot exchange traded fund on the New York Stock Exchange. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is expected to announce its decision by the 13th. The decision could indicate a shift. Oh, let me back up. Under an administration that is very crypto friendly, and Gary Gensler's gone. This decision could indicate a shift in the SEC's stance towards digital assets. It very likely will, following a federal court ruling that XRP is not a security on a secondary markets. Okay, let me add a little caveat here. It could prove to be another effort to shake people loose, and it may prove to be a black swan, the unexpected event that they really do expect. But even if it doesn't get approved, hold on to your XRP. And if it dips and you're in a position to buy more, you probably should. Now, this is not financial advice. That's something I would do. This is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, enlightenment purposes, perhaps. But I'm not a financial advisor. And then it speaks of some things we've already mentioned. It says the 81% probability of approving. The SEC's potential approval may lead to increased acceptance of digital assets. Okay, and that increased acceptance will spill over into the retail markets because the institutions have been accumulating and getting ready now for years. There's a video about that. Go back and look recently. I'll put some cards in this video. And then it talks about the 30% decline. So what's really going right now is we have an outlook that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is going to okay an ETF for Grayscale, who used to be the largest crypto investment managing firm out there. Now that's been threatened because everyone else is getting involved, but this will surely put them back on top because they'll get a head start on the ETF markets over the rest who filed their S1s. So folks, don't let the hype shake you loose. It's too close to the finish line. It's like those memes where the guy's digging through the tunnel and he quits. And if he had just struck a few more times with his pickaxe, he would have found the gold. That's where we are. Don't let it go. And the train is taking off, but it's not too late to get on the train. If you're on the train, sit down and get comfortable. If you're not on the train, you probably better run along and get on. And I say run along and get on because, see, it's already leaving the station. As a matter of fact, as Rosario said, it's already left the station. So no, you're not going to get as many coins as you could when it was 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, or $1, but you still can get some and it will make a difference in your life. That's just for XRP. There are others, and there's a video about that too. That's all I wanted to talk about. And this is DK Will Talk About It, and I've talked about it. So have a
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.